I want to say thank you for everyone who is joining us today. Wishing all a very happy and safe Labor Day weekend. We'll be starting in just a few minutes. Just a reminder for those of you who are joining us in Zoom, please make sure that you've updated your account to enjoy the show with us. For those of you on Facebook Live, thank you. Enjoy the show. Please like, share, comment so we can see and the performers can enjoy your reactions as well. All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Virtual Magic Theater. That's right. Happy Labor Day weekend to everyone. At this time, we'd like to pass the mic over to our one and only dominant mind. Give it up for Gary Dreyfus.
Hello, 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 and welcome. Happy Labor Day weekend. I hope you're all being safe. As you can see, I'm being safe. I just washed my hands. Now I'm playing with cards. I need somebody's help. Chloe, can you unmute yourself? Okay, I'm going to go through the cards. You say stop at any time. Okay, as I go through the cards, say stop. You got to be faster. I didn't do anything. Okay.
Stop.
Right there? Okay. Now, we're going to take a look. I want you to take a look at that card. Everybody memorize that card. You see it?
Yes.
Good. I'm going to just cut them. And now, I want you to see your card is gone.
Wow.
Gone. It's magic. So the question is, where did it go? Oh, that's easy enough. Let's find out.
It's on your mouth.
Is that your card?
Yeah.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is fantastic. We have a terrific show planned for you. We've been doing these virtual interactive magic shows since we started the pandemic quarantine, and today we are going to celebrate hats. Yes, magicians all over wear hats. Everybody wears hats. And our first performer, I don't think has a hat, but he's a excellent magician. He was a featured performer at Ninja Theme Restaurant, featured at LOL Comedy Club, and he's one half of the off-Broadway show Two Jokers in Every Deck. Ladies and gentlemen, Lee Allen.
Hello, everyone out there. Welcome to our virtual magic show. How's everybody? I hope everybody's doing a good time far, enjoying this wonderful Saturday. I want to say thank you for coming out here because I know it's a beautiful day outside. You've chosen to watch us instead, and I appreciate it. I think all the other performers do as well. Yes, today we were celebrating hats a little bit. It's that time of year where you guys start to get wearing hats more often, I think, with the cold weather coming. Honestly, though, I wore this hat today in tribute to the gentleman who brought us all together, Omar Illusion. Yes, Omar always wears a hat when he performs. I say, well, let's have a day where everyone celebrates hats. And I wanted to choose one that reminded me of Omar, and this does. So anyways, let me show you guys a little bit of magic. What I like about doing these shows for you guys is I get to try out some new material that I'm working on. I get to work on some old material, and I get to do material I used to do all the time. And that's kind of what's happening here today. I want to start stuff off with a little coin trick I used to do a lot, and I still do. It starts out with a penny. Ooh, a penny. Yeah, there you go. Now, even in Zoom, that kind of seems like a small item to try to work with. I'm not sure you guys can see it that way. You know what I'm going to do? I have a magnifying glass here. Watch. Here we're going to do. Watch. 1, 2. There. Now you guys can see the penny better, right? It looks huge, doesn't it? Well, that's called the magic of science, actually. That's magnification there. But if I go like this, all of a sudden that coin stays that size. And we're going to use it this size for everyone to watch. Now watch carefully. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this coin here and watch this. See, this is not a magic trick. This is how you waste 2 years of your life just to learn to do that. Another 2 years, the other hand, ladies and gentlemen, that's 4 years wasted. That's like a college education slipping through my fingertips right now. So kids, stay in school. Okay, there you go. What we're going to do is we're going to take the coin and we're going to use this handkerchief here. Now let's see if I can get the camera up a little bit bigger. So there you go. You guys can watch it carefully. We're going to do is start with a coin, right? Take the coin here, a large penny. I'm going to place it under the handkerchief. And nothing happens just yet because we're just at the beginning of the trick here. Nothing happens at the start. But trust me, at the very end of this whole thing, this little guy is going to disappear. So watch. I'm going to place it back under the handkerchief. I'm going to leave it there in the handkerchief. I don't know if you guys can make it out a little bit there, right there at the handkerchief. But if I give a little tug, I give a little pull, it melts through the handkerchief. Now we'll do we'll do it again, but different. because a lot of people think that maybe there's a hole in the handkerchief. That's not a magic trick. That's just a hole. So what I'm gonna do is I'll place that coin under there. I'll put it dead center, just as I did before, and you can kind of still make it out there, and you know it's there, and there's no hole. Because if there was a hole, that coin would stick right through that hole. But just to be sure, see, it's still there, hasn't gone anywhere yet. Now watch carefully. I'll take the handkerchief like this. All I'll do is give it a little rub. And again, it just melts right through that handkerchief. Now here for the last part, the very last part of the trick, I'm going to take my rather large and unusual sized penny there, as you can see. I'm going to place it under, now don't blink, I'm going to place it under the handkerchief. I'll leave it there just for a moment with a snap, just like I promised. It disappears just like that. But wait, I'm not done just yet, because honestly, no one likes when money disappears. I don't like when money disappears. I'm sure you don't like when money disappears. So I'm going to show you my bigger, better ending. Watch my fingertips, guys. Here we go. That's my bigger, better ending right there. There. I'm going to look for a very, very big gumball machine to spend that in. But we're not done yet. No. As I said, I like to mix things up. I like to put in tricks old tricks I do all the time, new tricks. That one's a trick I've done lots of times. This one's kind of old. Now watch carefully. I'm going to bring my camera down so you guys can see my little magic table here. You know, when I started out doing magic, it was with a kit like a lot of people did. And a lot of kits have this trick in it. So I wanted to share it with you a little bit. It's a trick with a little vase and, of course, a little ball inside. It's a little what they call a classic of magic. Now what happened? Oh, hold on a second. I'm sorry. There's a little extra piece that you're supposed to have with this that makes the trick work, and I guess I lost it. That's the problem. When I was a kid, when I get these kits, I'd lose the pieces, and you couldn't do the trick anymore, which is a shame because I really, really wanted to show you guys this thing. You see, what you could do with this, if you had that extra piece, you could, I would take the one ball here, right? I'd leave it on the table. I'd cap up the vase like this, take that little ball like this, put it in my hand, give it a little rub, and would go right back in the vase, just like that. That's what you could do if you had that extra piece, which I don't. And if I had that extra piece, I would probably do it again. Take the ball out, put the cap back on like that, this time place the ball in my pocket, give a snap, it would go right back just like that, which you could do if you had that extra piece, which I don't have today. So that's a shame. Oh, you know what else I used to do with it? I used to, here's something. They didn't teach this in instructions. Something I kind of made up by my own. Again, I had that extra. Well, here's what I'll explain. See, I would take a different colored ball, all right? I would take that black one out, put it on the table, take that different colored ball, a little red ball, black ball, red ball. I would take the little black ball, place it in the vase, right? Cover it up. Take the black one here, place it in my hand, give a little squeeze. I have the red one there, and the black one would be over there. Yeah, that's what you could do if you had that extra piece. That's a shame. Yeah, then of course I'd take both these, put it in my pocket there like that, give a snap, and that little black ball would come back just like that. That's if I had the extra piece there. That's what I would do for you people right now if I could. Now I know some of you think, wait, there's no extra piece. There's an extra ball, and I've had people tell that to me when I used to do this for them. The truth is there are 9 of these balls. I'm sorry. There's that one right there. And then there's this 8 ball right there. And that's 8 and 1. That's 9. And that's 9 total. And that's what I could do for you if I had that extra piece. Yeah, that's okay. You know what? Let's move on. I got one more I want to show you anyways, ladies and gentlemen. I want to do for you guys right now, I want to do a little card trick here because a card trick's expected. When people find out I'm a magician, they just say, hey, can you make my wife disappear? And I'm like, no, that's a kidnap thing. We don't do that anymore. People say, hey, can you make $100 bill appear? I'm like, I wish I could solve all of my problems, but no. No. They say, well, hey, can you do a card trick? I'm like, of course I can do a card trick. I'm going to do one for you right now. So this requires some help from you guys, our audience today. What we're going to do is this. I'm going to take this deck of cards here. Yeah. I have a deck of cards here, as you can see. And what I want to do is get someone's help from our audience. So let me view. Let's see who we got in our gallery today. Give me a second here. Ba, 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 ba. Hey, I see someone named Mitch. Mitch, if you guys want to help, raise a hand.
Okay, let's raise your hand. We're ready.
Is that a hand or a pillow? Oh, it's a book. Yeah, I like to read too when I'm doing a show. Yeah. So Mitch is going to happen. I'm going to ask you to choose a card for me if you can, please. Yeah, let's go back into Speakerville. Let's see. Can we get Mitch on here next to me? Is that possible?
We're here.
Okay, I guess that's what we're going to do. That's fine. So Mitch, can you hear me say yes?
Yes.
That's
Yeah,
a yes.
loud one. Loud
Here's
one.
what we're going to do, guys. I have a deck of cards here. All I need you to do is I'm going to go like this. When I drop the cards in my hand, just say stop at any time. Normally, I'd have you reach out and take a card, but we can't do that because they haven't put that on the Zoom yet. I'm sure it's down the road. I'm sure they're working hard on that one. But all I'm going to do is this. So, you guys, when I'm doing this, all you have to do is yell stop. You ready? Here we go. Don't let me get through all the cards because then if you say stop, there's nothing to pick. So we'll try again. Just say stop.
Stop.
Good. I heard stop that time, but we'll do it a little quicker and I'll go a little slower. Go ahead. Ready? Here we go.
Stop.
Oh, I got the stop right there. Right there. I'm gonna push this card out a little bit. I don't want to see it so much. I'm gonna push it out so you guys can see it a little bit. If you can see that card, make it out. Say yes. Can you see the card? I heard a yes. Take that card, push it back into the deck, and all we're gonna do is why not? I'll give it a little cut. There we go. Boop. I'll take all the cards and I'll throw them in this bag. Oh, wait a second. I'm sorry. Hold on. Yeah, I left a piece of candy in the bag. I get hungry sometimes when I do magic, so I'll eat this later. All right, so I'm going to take all the cards here. I'm going to put them in this bag. All right, I'm just going to drop them in a little bit of time. There we go. Drop them in a little bit. There we go. Now I'm going to find your card, but here's what we're going to do. I'm going to use this piece of rope. Yes, I will. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece of rope here, and using it, I'm going to find your card. Now watch carefully. Oh, it's kind of like fishing. Watch. I'm just going to drop it in there a little bit at a time. There you go. Push it a little bit more. There we go. Give a little shake up. Like that. There we go. Now watch. A little more shake up. There we go. Now watch. We'll spin. And I have one card. I have lassoed, fished out of that bag, if you will. Now, Mitch, you gotta admit, this is impressive. Out of all those cards in a paper bag that was once filled with candy that I ate, I was able to find one card and lasso it and pull it out. That in itself is super impressive. I'm going to tip my hat to that. But Mitch, be honest with me. That turned out to be your chosen card. Would you be amazed by this trick today?
Would you be amazed?
I'll take your silence as a yes. Watch carefully as I turn around. Remember what card you picked, Mitch.
Okay, here it comes.
Yes or no? Let's see here. Did you pick the 7 of diamonds?
Yeah, but that was it.
That's it.
Yes!
Give a clapping. Let's have clapping.
Enthusiasm. I get a yes from Mitch. So, ladies and gentlemen, for my final trick, watch carefully as I take my last piece of candy here. Watch carefully as I place it in my hand and make it disappear. Just like that. I do it again for you, but I can't stand the sugar rush. I mean the magic rush that comes along with that trick. I want to thank you guys again for coming out. But don't turn away. Don't turn it off. Stay put because we're not done yet with the magic, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, no, we're not. There's so much more show to see. My name is Leon Barrett. I want to thank you all for coming out here today. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. You're a great crowd. I'm going to throw this back to our MC, Gary Drivers, with my magic fingers and a hat. Magic fingers, magic fingers.
Let's hear it for Lee and the hat, the magic hat. That was fantastic. Again, we're celebrating hats. You didn't like that one. Okay, how about that one? Our next performer is one of the top magicians in the world. Now, notice I didn't say in the area, I didn't say in New York, I said in the world, ladies and gentlemen. He, right before the pandemic hit, had a off-Broadway show called A Hanky and a Top Hat. When we get back to normal, ladies and gentlemen, if you ever see this performed nearby, run. Don't just walk to go see it. It's called A Hanky and a Top Hat. It's an autobiographical story of how this gentleman got into magic. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, you're in for a treat. The one, the only, Torkova.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, my name is Bobby Torkova, and I've been doing tricks since I was about eight years old. Ever since my father first pulled a coin from out behind my ear. Watch. And ever since then, I loved magic, especially tricks with money. A silver dollar, gone, and it comes back here. Now, if one coin is good, two is better, right? Now, I'm going to show you how they can jump. I've trained the coins to jump. So here, there's one here and one here. Watch. 1, 2, hop, and it jumped. It was fast. Now, of course, to do that, you have to cheat and use 3 coins. Now, I'll take one and put it here, a little wave, and it disappears. Now I'm back to just 2. Another little wave, and that goes away. Now, I didn't learn this trick here. I learned this many years ago when I was in China, and that magician didn't use an American coin. He used a Chinese coin. And he did the same thing. He told me he had 2, and that one was going to jump. Of course, he said it in Chinese, and I didn't know what he was saying, but as soon as it jumped, I knew that that's what he meant. And when he produced the 3rd coin, I know that that's how he did it. Now there's 3 coins here. I'll take one and make it disappear. Now there's just 2. I'll change one back to one of mine, make that go away. And he said to me, you can keep this as a souvenir next time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, as I said, I started doing tricks when I was very young. In fact, I was just a Cub Scout. I saw my first magician at a blue and gold dinner at the Cub Scouts. And there was a magician there who did a trick that I just loved. He took a handkerchief and poked it into his hand, just like this. He snapped his fingers, and it magically turned into an egg. I was blown away. I said, "Where did the handkerchief go?" He said it jumped into his pocket. That was the trick. I said, I want to become a magician too when I grow up. Can you show me how you did it? He says, well, okay. Ready? A hollow egg. Simple, right? You also need a second handkerchief. The egg is plastic and has a hole in it. And that's all you need to do the trick. Now, before you start, you take the egg and put it inside your pocket, right? It's before you go out in front of your friends, okay? Then you take a handkerchief and also put it inside your pocket. The other one can go over here. Now you're ready to start the trick. But it's always a good idea if you tell a little joke to get the audience warmed up a bit. Now, while you're doing this, your hand can casually slip into your pocket and secretly take out the egg. Now, no one will notice this because they're busy listening to your joke. In magic, this is called misdirection. You bring the egg out clip between the thumb and the palm of your hand. In magic, this is called palming. Now you're ready to start the trick. You take the handkerchief and poke it into your hand. In magic, this is called poking the handkerchief into your hand. You snap your fingers, you show the egg, you take the other one from your pocket, smile, bow, and the audience goes crazy. Now, one little tip. If you should do this trick for your friends, make sure everyone is sitting in front of you, like here. If anyone's sitting behind you, don't do the trick. They will see the hole in the egg, and they will not be impressed. Believe me, I know. However, that should happen if someone should see the hole. Don't panic. Just snap your fingers again and carefully remove the hole from the egg. Then you can take a glass and crack the egg so you don't end up with egg on your face. Thank you. Now, I'd like to finish up one of the classic tricks in magic. It's also one of the oldest tricks, the Chinese rings. Thank you, thank you. That's my set for today. Enjoy the rest of the show and the rest of your Labor Day weekend. Thank you.
Let's hear from Bobby Tokova, ladies and gentlemen. Whoa, that was incredible. All right, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who are looking for a magician or a performer for a special event, a communion, a bar mitzvah, a graduation ceremony, a starting school, a Labor Day celebration, a barbecue. If you'd like to hire a performer, you can do so by logging into omarillusion.nyc. Find your favorite performer, click on their photo. You can hire one or all of them to perform at your next event. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our next performer needs no introduction. Well, maybe he does. Okay, our next performer is the reason we're here. He's the producer of these shows. He's the director of these shows. If we didn't have these virtual shows, if we weren't under quarantine, he would be performing at Forest Park at the Carousel for the entire weekend, which he has done for years and years. He's a regular at LOL Comedy Club and an incredible DJ. Ladies and gentlemen, my dear friend, Omar Illusion.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good night. Want to say thank you for those of you who are joining us on Labor Day and enjoying a little bit of a magic show. And I know it's a little weird to see magic going through this environment. So let me explain something. We love to see you applaud as well as hear you applaud, but you might not know when to do that. So let me explain it to you using a card trick. I hope you all don't mind. I'm on a little bit of a budget, so it's a different kind of card trick. So in order for this to work, I would just request that everyone in your mind or out loud count to 6 with me. Okay. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. And if we were to take half of 6, which is 1, 2, 3, toss them inside the hat. We're going to pretend they disappeared. No, they don't. They stay right. We pretend they disappeared. So when I take, sure everybody understands. We'll start again from the beginning, let you know what to expect. We have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards, half of 6, which is 1, 2, 3, and almost inside the hat. The idea is I take about just like so. Now. I can see some of you clapping through the screen, and I see you guys clapping through your reactions on Zoom, on Facebook. The heart emojis. I love seeing the laughter. So now that we understand how all this works, we're gonna practice together. Okay. If you remember, we started with 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 cards. We 2, 3. Now, if I throw these 3 cards inside the hat, I should only be counting 1, 2, 3 cards in my hand. It's weird if I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards thrown inside the hat, even only started with 1, 2, 3. You know what? Just in case for those on Facebook, a little different, okay? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cartas, see? Just like Dora. See? Voy a coger 1, 2, 3 cartas, irlo adentro de hat. Sorry, I missed that episode. I wave the hand, snap the fingers. I can still show her 1. I take a bow. Body. Beautiful. Love the heart. Love the applause. Now, I would be performing at public locations such as a carousel. I love Times Square. LOL. We'd be outside sometimes. Crowd. I remember the gentleman there. He used to wear a purple shirt, purple tie, white pants, cut short hair, and he would have cards with him that he would often entice people to play. Now, for quite a few you have seen before, where you have cards. Ideas to one of the cards. Now, this gentleman will take one of these 3. We'll go with the ace. Shuffle them around. And the idea was for you to try to figure out which card was placed off to the side. Now, of course, if you're paying attention, you already know, but the queen to the side, not the ace just yet, because I wanted to see who's attention. Okay, so again, we'll shuffle it up, and I'll be honest, there might be a couple of tricky moments where we're gonna try to see if those you paying attention. If I put this card down, you're watching carefully, you know exactly where the ace is. Okay, so if you know what the ace is, we're gonna try this one more time just to make sure everybody there can see. A little closer. No palming. Very secretive. Now, you're watching carefully on screen. Can you point to a card that is not the queen? I know some people are probably going to point back there. Right behind. Not sure if you were able to keep track of the ace because I was speaking about it. And because I spoke about it, it looked as though I showed you, but I never actually took the ace out of the packet. Thank you all very much again. I do appreciate you all joining us. We're going to pass it right back to Gary.
All right, let's hear from Omar Illusion. How the heck? You know, ladies and gentlemen, I was preparing and I didn't want the Cyclones cap, but that's what I had. I went to put on my sweatshirt and the spring came out. I hate when that happens. I absolutely hate it. But then I said, maybe it's a magic spring. So we tie a little bow. Let's get one loop there, one loop there. Oh, let's tighten that up. And, oh, it's a knot. Isn't that weird? We can move the knot. Move it, and ultimately we can always get rid of the knot. Okay, let's see, ladies and gentlemen, our next performer made her debut last month with Virtual Interactive Magic. She's one of the top magicians in the country. Other than that, she's a remarkable attorney. She has written a best-selling book on protecting intellectual property. And she took our little group of magicians by storm. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for the one, the only, Sarah Crossan.
When there's nothing but a slow glowing dream that your fear seems to hide deep inside your mind. All alone I have cried silent tears full of pride in a world made of steel, made of stone, made of stone. If I only could take all the love that you give and escape to a world crystal clear, where I hear the music, close my eyes, feel the rhythm, wrap around, take a hold of my heart. What a feeling my heart. What a feeling, feels believing. I can't have it all now. I'm dancing for my life. Take your passion and make it happen. You just come on now. I'm dancing through my life.
Okay, I'm unmuted. Okay, can you hear me now? Give a wave. Yes, excellent. Okay, so still Sarah Krassen. So excited to be here. Thank you so much for coming. I have been a magician since I was a little girl, and it's always been a dream of mine to have a big show with an assistant, and now I can do that. So please, everybody, welcome my new assistant, Bamberg. Come on out, Bamberg. Bamberg, come on. Sorry, they're with me. Come on, you'll play with that lyric. Okay, come on. Here he is, my assistant, Bamberg. Here he is. He came to New York to be a star at the Bronx Zoo Animal Show, but I hired him first. And today, Bamberg and I are going to perform a classic of magic, the Linking Rings. That's Tarkova just did the Linking Rings? Oh, well, they probably don't want to see it again. All right, but a card trick. Bamberg, I didn't teach you a card trick. He ordered it online. Okay. Let's see. Ah, here we go. From barelybelievable.com. See, the torn and restored card trick for bears of all skill levels. Oh, well, that's good. Download and follow the step-by-step audio instructions. Some human assistance required. So easy, works every time. Okay, I'm happy to do that. Sure. Oh, you already sent Omar the instructions. Omar, would you please play the instructions for us?
Thank you for purchasing the Torn and Restored Card Trick from barelybelievable.com, the website for bears who love magic. You'll need a human assistant to help you with this trick.
Oh, of course I'll help you. I'm happy to.
Pick your assistant carefully. A good assistant will not only help with props, she can also provide some eye candy and an attractive, even skimpy outfit.
What? Oh, forget it. I'm not doing that.
You'll need a deck of cards. Use your own or use the one in the box we sent you. Have your assistant get an audience member to select a card.
Marion, would you mind unmuting and picking a card for me? Just say stop whenever you're ready.
Show the card to the whole audience.
Okay, thank you. Here's your card.
Now, have your assistant rip the card in half.
Okay.
Rip those pieces in half. And rip each of those pieces in half. Now, have your assistant take the little handkerchief from the box we sent you. Your assistant should drape the hanky over one fist, then poke it into the fist to make a pocket. Tell her to put the scraps of card into the pocket made by the hanky. Make sure the scraps are deep in the pocket. Then your assistant should take a corner of the handkerchief and pull hard. The scraps of the chosen card are gone. Good job. Have her put the handkerchief back in the box. You won't need it again. Finally, have your assistant pick up the pack of cards and snap her fingers. The selected card has been restored on the top of the deck. Turn over the top card and show the audience. What did you do? She didn't pick the 8 of spades.
That wasn't it.
Don't worry, it's okay. She can put the deck of cards back in the box. We have a fallback just in case this should happen. Try this. Show the audience your right hand is empty. Then slowly reach into the left hand breast pocket of your jacket. Remove your wallet, unzip the compartment, and show everyone the selected card has been restored.
I'm not wearing a jacket, and I don't have a wallet.
Well, you should have thought of that before performing this for an audience.
Okay, what do we do now?
I don't know. I give up on you. You're on your own. This is the end of the instructions.
Oh, yeah, we really should have practiced this first. You're right. He's the magician here, and in his pocket, he has a wallet. And in his wallet, and it matches the piece I dropped. Amber, that was fantastic. And it looks like I'm muted again. No, I'm not muted. Okay. That was fantastic. Thank you so much. Bamberg, you saved me. But now I think that it's time for you to take a little nap. Well, it's about that time. So, yes. No, I hope nobody's offended by the sight of a bare chest. We're okay? All right, let's just clear off a little bit. And we'll get you nice and comfy. So, oh, come on, hop in. Hop. You don't want to nap. You know, actually, Bamberg, there's something that I know about bears, and I don't think you know. Did you know that bears can be hypnotized? Thank you so much. My name is Sarah Crafton. It's been great performing for you today, but this is Bamberg. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Gary, take it away. Gary, I think you have to unmute.
That's what happens when you let other people take care of the audio. Anyways, let's hear it for Sarah Krasin and the amazing Bamberg.
So I'm Sarah Krasin. He gets the amazing. Oh, that sounds about right, actually.
Wow.
Thanks so much.
All right, our final performer today is no stranger to virtual interactive magic shows. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a gentleman who I have the utmost respect for. He took what other people would think is a disability and made it into an ability. He was born with cerebral palsy, yet he became a finalist for New York's Got Talent competition. He's performed throughout the United States, Europe, and Scandinavia. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to Tommy Burnett.
Hey guys, how are you? So good to be here. Wasn't that great with the floating bear? I still have no idea how that was. One of my favorite magic tricks of all time. Uh, Anywho, let's see if I can see who's here. Cool. All right. Let's see. We'll move here. Let's, let's start with Norman. I haven't worked with Norman in a while. Hi, Norman.
Hi.
How are you?
Okay. How you doing, Tommy?
I'm good. I'm good. So you're familiar with the Dr. Cards, right?
Yes.
And you know, like Ace King and Club Spades, Clubs, and Diamonds. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to make a little prediction on the back of my business card. There's nothing written on it. But I'm going to okay. Wait, I'll leave it right here. Do me a favor and name any playing card in the deck of cards.
6 of spades.
The 6 of spades. Now, that's very interesting. Is there any reason why you said the 6 of spades?
Sounded good.
Now, I wrote down a 2-digit number on the back of this card, which may not make any sense to you at all, but I wrote down the number 15. Can you see that?
15. Yep.
Yeah, 15. Now, this is a shuffled deck of cards. And I'm just going to count down 15. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4, there's 5, there's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And had we kept going, let me put this here, had we kept going, it would have been these cards. But you said the 6 of spades, and I had already written down the number 15, and lo and behold,
Very nice. Very nice. Excellent.
thank you.
Great.
Thank you, Noah. Give Noah a round of applause, and you can mute him. Perfect. So that is what we call in the magic and mentalism game a warm-up to see how I connect with the crowd and to see if the crowd hasn't locked out on me yet. So it seems like you're all still here. Now, I want to bring your attention to this glass right here. It is an index card inside here, it says my prediction 9/5/20. That's today. I'm going to try and leave this here. I'm going to see if I can move this. Right. Yeah. Okay. Good. So yeah, my prediction 9/5/20. Okay, that's today. We're gonna leave this in plain sight the whole time. Okay, just so you know. All right. Now, let's see who else we have here. Uh, well, normally Mary and I are in the same. Normally Mary and I are in the same room. But let's go with Marion this time. Hi, Marion.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
Okay.
Good. So, we're going to try something a little bit different here. I want, actually, you know what? I forgot to sign the back of this. Let me put my signature down here. Okay. We'll put that back in the glass. Okay. I am going to ask you some questions, and not too personal. But what I want you to do is you give me like a one-word answer, and then I'm going to write it down on my pad, and then we'll see how well I did on my prediction. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So first of all, let me write your name down here, Marion. And Marion, do you have a favorite color?
Yes.
And go ahead and say it out loud.
Purple.
Purple. Wow. That's actually pretty cool because my favorite color happens to be purple as well. I was going to wear my favorite shirt today. I didn't, but my favorite shirt is purple. I would get it, but I don't want to get out of the set. But it's right over there. And now I want you to name a body part, but make it clean because this is a family show. So go ahead and name a body part.
Hand.
A hand. Oh, perfect. And was that the first thing that popped into your mind?
Excuse me?
Was that the first body part that popped into your mind?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just kidding. I was just kidding. Just some people go off a little bit, but okay, it's good. So we got purple hand. Now, you have a favorite animal?
Yeah, cat.
Cat. Okay. Cool. Okay. Now, two more things. Name any place in the world. It can be a city or a country or a state. It doesn't matter.
Paris.
Paris. One of the only places in Europe I've never been. And the last thing is, do you have a favorite kind of food or a favorite meal?
Sushi.
Interesting. Okay. So we have purple, we have hand, we have cat, we have Paris, we have sushi. Okay. And we have my prediction has been in this glass the entire time. Okay. I'm going to try and be as fair as possible here and just flip the whole thing over. And I will show you what I wrote. I predict Mary will think of a purple handed cat.
Oh my God.
We met in Paris and we ate sushi.
Oh, great. Thank you.
I forgot to mention that was a dream I had last night. But give Mary a big round of applause. So I got one more thing I want to show you guys. I've done this before, but this is sort of my signature thing. Who do we have? Steve, are you there? This is my friend Steve from Ireland. Steve, are you here? No, okay, never mind. Bill, I know you're a musician, but do you mind helping me out? I don't care if you're a musician.
Okay.
Cool.
How you doing, Tommy?
I'm very well. How are you, my friend?
Very, very well.
Good, good, good. So, first of all, we haven't prearranged anything.
No.
I didn't even know you were going to be here, so I'm glad you were here. It's nice having other performers in the audience watch us and give us support. I always try to do the same thing. So I have a couple books here. I have Tom Clancy's Red Rabbit, which is like a spy novel, and David Baldacci's Birth of a Bull. It's like a sci-fi writer. Do you have a preference?
Tom
Between
Clancy.
Tom Clancy, okay. Perfect. And okay. Here. All right. So I wasn't going to blindfold myself, but we're coming to the end, so I'm not going to bother because if I take my glasses off, I'm technically legally blind for your entertainment puzzle anyway. So, and I will look away. But here's the thing: I'm going to flip through a book. You can say stop at any point you want. If you want to change your mind, you say no, I want to keep going, or I want to go back. It's up to you. Okay, so whenever you're ready.
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop. Yeah.
You want me to go back? You want me to go forward? Or
No, I'm good.
okay. So I'm going to bring the book up to the camera, and hopefully you can see. I'll show you one page first, look through this page, and see if we can get the words to come in focus.
Let's see. Okay. I think how many words am I supposed to get?
Okay, now I want you to remember a big word. Don't make it like and or the or of. Make it like a challenging word for me, like 8 or 9 or more letters.
Wow, that's a tough one. Let's see here. Yeah, the pixelation's kind of harsh.
Yeah, okay, let me, let's say now, I don't know why this is,
Let's see here.
it might be my lens. I might have to wipe off my lens.
Can I make it a shorter word?
It'll be more challenging for me if it's a big one. Let me wipe off my lens. I think that might be the problem. Sorry, guys.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see here.
Let's see if that'll work. Because I've done this on camera before, and let's see, it should be better.
Okay. How many letters am I supposed?
Make 8 or 9 or more. Make it really big.
Wow, goodness. Let's see. A little closer there.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
I'll just go up. Forward.
Stop right. Yeah, got it. I got it.
Okay.
I got it. All right.
I think I know what the problem is. I think my Zoom is in the high. It makes everything closer. I forget the setting. It's
Yeah.
like okay or something like that. But anyway, okay. So you have a word. Um, let's see. Imagine you. Can I have Phil next to me, please? Oh, thank you. Phil, imagine your word hanging in the air between us,
Okay.
and just go through every letter in your mind. Wait, oh, wait. There's an E. There's an E in your word, yes?
Yes.
Yeah, I see an E. And wait, is that an A? Is an A too? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, good. Usually I don't make it that far. Let's see. It's not an R. Is there an R?
Yes.
It is. Okay, good. And an N? An N like N is in
Yes.
nation? Yeah. Wow. Um,
You're batting 1,000 today.
there's no W, is there?
Yes.
There's a W. There is.
There is. Boy, you're doing excellent.
Because it's weird because like if I say where, does that mean anything to you? Where, like to wear something, or the
That
word
could be. Yeah, it could be.
is the word where in your word?
The word where?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think so.
Okay. So this isn't something you can wear. This isn't something you can wear.
Something that I can wear? Well, I suppose you can make it into something you can wear.
Okay. Okay. I don't need any hints. If, I'll tell you why. The reason is my mother used to tell me this story growing up that I found out later was an urban myth. About when she came home from college one night with her boyfriend and they were making out on the couch, right? And my great grandfather was up in his room and he wanted to make a sandwich. So he went into the kitchen before my mother got there and was making a sandwich. My mother and her boyfriend are making out on the couch, and he's basically in the buff. And he's like, "What? How am I going to get back to my room? I just want to eat my sandwich in peace." So he grabs a newspaper and wraps the newspaper around him,
Oh.
walks back out, and the newspaper falls apart and says, and he says, "Well, you can't believe everything you see in the papers."
Yeah.
I say all that to say, is your word newspaper?
Yes, it is.
Yes, like that.
Excellent.
Still a round of applause. My name is Tommy Burnett. I am New York City's favorite mentalist. At
All
least,
right.
at least I think I am. Have a good day, everyone. Thank you for being here.
Excellent.
Let's hear it for Tommy Burnett. That was incredible. Wow. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I just want you to know we love seeing you every week. So next week, another virtual interactive magic show. Meanwhile, I want to thank our performers from this week. First up, we had Lee Allen. In his amazing hat. Next, we had Torkova. Omar Illusion. Sarah Krasin and Bamberg. Actually, Bamberg just slipped me $10. He wants to be known as Bamberg and Sarah. And Tommy Burnett. My name is Gary Dreyfus. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure seeing you every week. We hope to see you again next week. Happy Labor Day. Please be safe, stay healthy, and may your week be magical. So long, ladies and gentlemen.